Hello and welcome back to another video. Before we start, I have got a big apology for you. We are getting around to doing a Scrawlr challenge, but this one is from the October box and we are now in December. Not December, November, the end of November, soon to be the beginning of December. I've just been really busy, there's been a lot going on, so it's just not happened. So YouTube has been left a little bit behind, but I'm hoping to change that. I'm hoping to get on top of it. I'm also hoping that December's going to be good with 12 Days of Artmas coming back. So we shall see how we get on. But yeah, let's get on with this video and revisit box number 110. So this was our box for 110. We had our Real Brush Pro markers from Karen. Our Scrawlr zine there. We had a paintbrush. What was it? I can't remember the name. Filbert, I think it was. We had two Lyra Rembrandt polycolour pencils, light cobalt and light carmine. We had a Derwent line maker 0.3 in black, so basically a fine liner. And we had hot press watercolour paper. So let's move the box out of the way. Let me just check it's not getting too shiny for you. Yeah, we'll turn the light. Don't want to reflect in too much. But yeah, there we go. So, our challenge for this month was land and water. And obviously we had a frog for our featured artist artwork. So yeah, I have been planning this one. I didn't just rest on my laurels. I was planning the video. We'll go back. And I decided I was going to go along the amphibian theme still, but I was going to focus on salamanders, just because I like them. I like newts as well. Always going to say that if I had a newt, I always wanted a newt because then I could say it was my newt, but puns aside, yeah, so I was having a look at some different types of salamanders, just different ways of drawing them. And yeah, I've decided that's the way I want to go. So this was our swatching, and then I've done a little bit extra since then just to play around with the supplies a bit. Just getting more used to the pencil and everything, so because I want to kind of incorporate that a bit more into the design than I originally thought I would. So yeah, let's get started with our salamander. I have got some water here because the Karen Pro brush markers can be used with water, and that's why we've got the paintbrush as well. So these were our three colours. We've got canary, turquoise and orange red. Admittedly, I would have liked a different red because getting a purple was not easy. But with a salamander, the fieriness, it may work very well. I've also got a little palette there so I can draw the colour onto the palette and then wet it and use it on the paper just to be a bit more controlled. This was from a previous Scrawlr box when we had the pigments, so it's not a very expensive one, I don't think, but yeah, you can use plates and different things as well. They'll do the same thing. Right, so I'm going to get to drawing my salamander. I'm going to sketch it out in the Lyra Rembrandt colours first of all, and then we will add as we go along. So I will speed this bit up for you because it'll be probably a little bit dull, and we will see you on the other side. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so that is my basic salamander sketch for the time being. Now I'm going to look at adding some colour into it and layering that over the top of the pencil. Hopefully it'll work quite well. We shall see. If not, we may have to have a rethink. But yeah, let's get on and try and put this together. So I want to kind of do a bit of a fiery salamander. So this is quite orangey as it is. So I'm just going to put this down first. I do like the colour as it is actually. You get some salamanders in quite a variety of colours anyway. Actually, this is just like a nice colour for the salamander. So I'm not actually going to probably wet anything today. Unless I do like a background or... maybe to add some shadow in once this is dry. But I could also just use the pencil for that. Okay, so I'm really liking that colour for the salamander. Yeah, a little manoeuvrability on the feet. I'm not quite happy with the way the legs are, so I'm going to see if I can erase the pencil and at least a little bit, and then have a little bit of a rethink on these. It's not going to erase very well because of the pigment, I guess, but I don't mind the front legs. I'll keep them as they are, but back ones will probably need a bit of a change. Especially that one. This one's not going to actually be too different, I don't think. Just a little bit of different shape. And lengthen the toes a bit because they are quite long on a salamander. Okay, so let's go back over the legs with this orange. I've smudged it a bit because of the way I've been moving around, which is annoying. I will put more details in with the fine liner afterwards as well. Okay, so that's the basic kind of outline of my salamander. I will use the pen and pencils and correct some of these mistakes afterwards. Now I kind of want to do a bit of watery around it, so I'm going to use these and mix them with water and kind of do water around, and we'll see how that turns out. If I can do it like this, I will, but we shall see. I may have to use them on the paper and then wet. Kind of does. Let's see how far it'll go. I don't think it's going to go very far. Yeah. Going to need a lot more. I'm coming closer to the salamander once I've done the main one. I'll fast forward through this because otherwise it's going to be quite boring for you to watch. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we'll leave that there for the moment. So that is the background for the time being. It needs to dry out a bit. I'm now going to try and put some details on the salamander, and I'm going to be using the, what's it called? Light Cobalt Polychrome, Polycolour Lyra Brown Polycolour pencil. Getting all my words mixed up here. Because I think it'll look good for the details on the salamander. That's pretty much dry. It's only got wet where I've caught it with the water. But otherwise it should be alright. So we'll put some detail in on. Because the one I saw was kind of spotty. I'm just kind of bringing out the shapes into the colour as well. And I will outline it still with the fine liner from Derwent. feel like I'm getting the shape a bit better now. While I do this, I'll speed it up, because otherwise it's going to get a little bit boring still for you, and I will come back to you when it's time to do the outline. Okay, so that is the detailing on there. I've actually kind of been playing around with doing bits on the outline with the blue, and I think that's the way I'm going to go. So I may not use that other than to finish off the eye and the nostrils on the salamander, but we shall see. I may use it to make marks on the background. Yeah, I'm just enjoying the way this looks actually. I don't mind when it's kind of going a bit bigger than the picture. It's almost like it's adding a bit of shadow to it. I'm not the biggest fan normally of mixing like pencils and pens together, but this has actually worked quite well. Yeah, I quite like how that's turning out. Let's see if I can sort out the detail on the eye. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, just brings it to life a bit. See if we can get kind of some shapes into this. Just kind of making some movement with the lines. And I think that's where we'll leave it. Because otherwise I think I'll start to try and overwork it. So yeah, that is my salamander for box 110's Scrawlr challenge of land and water. So yeah, I've enjoyed the supplies more than I thought I was going to, with the pencils especially. I've enjoyed incorporating them together. I probably wouldn't use them more as watercolour if I carried on with them, because I just think it's a lot of effort to go to when I've got watercolours already that I could do the same thing with. But yeah, I mean the paper's held up pretty well. Being hot press, it's smooth, so with the pencils that works quite well. And yeah, I probably should have made more of the line maker. It feels nice as a pen to use, so yeah. Other than that, I don't know what else much to say. So again, apologies that it's been so long coming this video. If you could like and subscribe, I'd be truly grateful. Social media is all in the description, as is the Etsy shop, which is now back up online. So there are some Christmassy bits in there for you, and there is more on the way. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching. Please, as I said, like and subscribe, and I will see you soon for another video. Goodbye.